Hi students, good afternoon to everyone. Welcome to online class. Now, today I want to start last unit, that is fifth unit from entrepreneurship and small business management. Title of our fifth unit is Institutional Support to Entrepreneurs, which means the term institutional support refers to the part of economic environment of industry and business. It consisting of authorities and institutions whose decisions and active support in the form of laws, regulation, financial and non-financial help brings a lot of changes in the functioning of any business. All of you very well know any financial institute that must be support to establishment of business. So any business or any industry for the help of both financial and non-financial support. These are the regulating laws, regulations to running a business, development of a business. Here there are the three dimensions of institutional support to entrepreneurs: central government, state government, non-government system, support system. Here examples of central government: small scale industries board, SSIB. Next, National Bank for Agriculture and Rural Development, that is NABARD. Next, Small Industries Development Organization, SIDO. Next, National Small Industries Corporation, NSIC. Next, SIDBI, Small Industries Development Bank of India. These are the different institutes for supporting at a central level. Next, coming to state level, State Financial Corporation, SFC. Next, SSIDC, State Small Industries Development Corporation. Next, TCO, Technical Council Organizations. These are the different institutes for supporting entrepreneurs, for establishing the entrepreneurship at state level. Next, non-government support system, that is ICSI, Indian Council of Small Industries. These are the three dimensions to support for establishment of number of entrepreneurship or for development of number of entrepreneurs at central level or state level. This is a small introduction about institutional support to entrepreneurs. Now, first topic from our fifth unit is commercial banks. First topic from our fifth unit is commercial banks. Now, what is the meaning of commercial bank? A commercial bank is a profit-seeking business firm dealing in money and credit. So obviously, any commercial banking, the motto, the purpose is getting profits, earning profits. Majorly, this banking sectors dealing with the two activities. That is one is money and the second one is credit. Now, a banking company means any company which transacts the business of banking. Banking mean accepting for the purpose of lending of investment of deposit of money from the public, payable on demand, otherwise and withdraw able by check, draft or otherwise. This is a meaning given by Indian Banking Company Act 1949. Yes, these are the different activities: deposits, withdrawals, providing the benefits to the public, providing the banking service to the public. Next, demand drop, check. These are the different activities related to banking sector. Now, types of commercial banks. There are the different types of commercial banks. The first is the deposits banks. Majorly it focus on money deposits. public utilizing the banks for deposit purpose. Next, industrial bankings. They are providing the loans to industrial banks. So these industrial banks majorly focus on providing the loan facility to number of industries, establishment of number of industries. Next, saving banks. Next one, agricultural banks. So providing there are special banks for agriculture sector. So providing the loan facilities with lowest interest to the farmers or agriculture sector. Next, exchange banks. Next, miscellaneous banks. These are the different types of commercial banks. Next, functions of commercial banks. Here, functions of commercial banks majorly classified into two categories: primary functions and secondary functions. Primary functions includes acceptance of deposits, advancing loans, creation of credit, clearing of checks, financing of foreign trade, remittance of funds. Next, secondary functions are agency service, general utility services. Here, in primary function, the first function is acceptance of deposits, which means current deposits, saving deposits, fixed deposits. These are the activities related to acceptance of deposits regarding to commercial banks. Next primary function is the advancing loans. Yes, providing the loan facilities to the public, like a withdrawals, cash credit, discounting of bills of exchange, money at call, term loans, consumer credit, miscellaneous advances. These are the different activities related to advancing loans. Next primary function, creation of credit. Creation of credit means while sanctioning a loan to consumer, a bank does not provide cash to the borrower. Instead, it's open a deposit account from where the borrower can withdraw. In other words, while sanctioning a loan, bank automatically create deposits. This is known as a credit creation from commercial banks. This is a systematic process for getting credits from the banks. So, getting loan from the banks is nothing but a credit. Here, it is a simple procedure for getting loans from the bank. So, any customer getting loan from the bank, there is a systematic procedure. First, company best to have to open the bank account to the corresponding bank. Then after, there are some formalities. According to their formalities, they can providing the automatic loan. This is called credit of commercial banks. Next one, secondary function, agency services. So what are the agency services? Like a collection of payment of credit, purchase of sale of securities, collection of dividends on shares, act as correspondents, income tax consultancy, execution of standing orders, act as a trust and executor. These are the different activities, these are the different functions related to agency services. Next, general utility services, like locker facilities. All of you very well know, any gold or money, banks are providing the different locker facilities. Next, travels check, credit cards. Next, underwritten and securities, gift checks, accepting bills of exchange, merchant banking. These are the different services. Students, once we are entered into the business, once we start a real-time business, you people are all facing these are the real problem, real situations. These all is related to banking terms. Whatever the information or whatever the function or whatever the activities we are using in the commercial banks, these are completely related to banking terms. So when we are completely understand these banking activities, hence we are entered into the banking sector for the purpose of loan or whatever it may be, we can facing the real-time activities, real-time challenges in the banking sector. So this is a story about commercial banks. Thanking you. Stay at home and be happy. Thank you. Bye.